Welcome back everybody to another pomade review, and today we'll be reviewing a water-based pomade. And our pomade for today is Ace High Original Pomade. It comes in this glass jar with a noticeable height, but it isn't too tall, and a red twist top. The label design is simple but modern, and down here you have the directions of use as well as the ingredients. Now, opening it up, the first thing you notice is the scent. There really is nothing like it at all. It's kind of an herbal, woodsy scent. I kind of get some hints of, pine, but it isn't too overbearing, just a slight pine scent with some menthol in it. And it's advertised as a firm hold pomade, but it's super creamy. It's just, I wouldn't even dare to tip it all the way. It might just spill out the jar, but it's really, really creamy. There's even some in the twist top right here. A natural whitish yellow color. And I'm gonna dampen my hair just slightly right now. Very, very creamy appearance, so obviously scooping it out is just super, super easy. I mean, I've used a pomade with a similar consistency that kind of reminds you of this Layrite Super Shine, but even Layrite Super Shine is a more thick cream consistency. This one is more lotion-like. It's just super, super easy to scoop out. In fact, you can even call this a cream. This is a cream pomade. It's probably the creamiest, higher holding product I've encountered besides Lockhart's Enigma cream. But yeah, scooping it out is absolutely no problem at all. And applying it is super easy, but you would notice some, right off the bat, you would notice some waxes to it, like the Candelilla wax. It kind of feels like a lot of products with Candelilla wax, and it kind of feels like this. I mean, the dominant wax over here is actually beeswax. There's some Candelilla wax as well. And yeah, the two waxes here are beeswax and Candelilla wax, and you would actually notice some of the resistance. It's not like a tuggy resistance whatsoever, but it's creamy to apply, but you would definitely notice some of the waxy effects just settling in the moment you apply it to your hair. Now I'll take one more lick of the pomade, and that'll be enough in the hair today. The shine is also advertised to be a medium, but it's a low shine to me, and towards the rest of the day, I mean, it eventually goes down to more of a neutral or natural shine, but for the most part, it's kind of like a low shine. That means it's more versatile in a way that it's not one of those higher shine looks. So if you prefer to do a finger comb look, it is possible this look, and the low shine would allow you to really pull it off as well. Now I'm going to slick everything back. And you would notice a lot of slickness over here. Just one of those slick, creamy pomades, and that's what I always really like. The shine is more of like a satin type shine, one of those waxy kind of shine. Just forming the part right now. And you would notice that kind of like a waxy control, but it's just, I mean, there's sort of a waxy resistance, but it doesn't feel like a waxy pomade, but you would know that it's from the wax ingredients. And the control on it is sufficient to give you a really nice shape. And the weight on this is actually a medium weight. So that means you'll be able to get some good height, at least something above average from this pomade, with about 2 licks of it in your hair. Now I mainly applied most of the pomade to the sides and the back. I didn't really apply so much at the top, just probably about 1 lick of it to the top of my hair. But you can see that height is definitely a factor over here as long as you don't use too much. It is pretty light in weight for something that's supposed to have a higher hold, but given its creamy consistency, it's really not surprising at all. Sort of like a medium type of weight, but not too much. It's sort of like between, it's on the lower side of a medium weight. But at the same time, this is a pretty slick product, but it also allows for some naturalness to your look. So if you use less, you're able to also pull off a texture, not a completely textured, obviously, like a clay, but there's some texture to it. Like you can see that for the top of my hair over here where I applied less, it's a bit more of a natural and less tight appearance. And you can probably even see some strays a little bit if you didn't apply too much to some areas. But once you do apply more, the slickness is obviously very, you would really notice it, like on the sides over here. So this means it's a very versatile pomade. It does not contain any clay whatsoever, but still you can actually pull off a more textured and natural appearance with this one, and you don't have to go completely for a super slick look. If you're the kind of person that opts for a finger comb look, then this would actually do. And I'm pretty much done with my styling right now after tweaking for a bit. And I'll show what my final style looks like with this. You can see there's more shine on the sides where I applied it. It's sort of a lower shine, but where I applied it less, it's more of like an almost neutral, just probably a notch or 2 above natural shine. The hole in this one is absolutely a firm, and even if it's cold enough, and if you apply a little more, I would say it is sort of a heavy hold, but it's very lightweight for something with, like I said earlier, because it's sort of a cream type product, it's very lightweight, but still the amount of hold you get from its really creamy consistency is actually super impressive. The hold is very resilient, and it actually does last a full work day for me. Like at its worst, it's on the lower side of a firm, but that's still a firm. So they did a really amazing job on the hold, and at best it's sort of a heavy, but it's sort of a true firm to me if I apply the amount I usually do, which is like 2.5 scoops. And the washout in this one, it washes with just 1 round of shampoo, squeaky clean out of your hair. And that is sort of a quick review. And my final verdict on Ace High Pomade, it's for those of you who enjoy the slicker and creamy type of water-based pomades, this is definitely something for you. If you like something that's more on the waxy side, I wouldn't really recommend this too much. I mean, you can still feel the wax effects as you style it and apply it to your hair, but it's not really like those really more waxy water-based pomades like Grim Grease Heavy, for example. And this one's definitely on the more creamy, slick side, but there's nothing like it actually. It's a nice, the scent is very unique for one, and I for one think the scent is really unique, and the hold is really impressive. I keep on saying this, but it's just my favorite thing about it. The slickness and the hold from such a creamy consistency. I mean, with the creaminess over here, you can expect a lot of slickness, and that's what it brings you. But the hold is just, it's top notch, even for such a goopy consistency like this. And if shine is not really your thing, you don't really have to worry about this pomade either, because like I said, it's sort of like a natural to low shine, so it can actually give you more versatility if you like to change up your style, especially during the day. And recombing it, I find that, with some pomades, you kind of feel that they would lose hold after recombing. This is definitely not the case. And sometimes you would kind of feel that styling is a little softer. But the hold is pretty much, what it feels like when you recomb it is pretty much like when you first apply it to your hair. That's how sturdy and resilient it is in my experience. And maybe it's just the weather is cold enough right now. And with that being said, I really enjoy this pomade. It's probably my favorite lower shine product right now. And if you enjoyed this video and learned quite a lot more, please leave a like, comment, subscribe to this channel, and click on the bell icon to not miss a single upload of The Squinty Show. And I'll see you next time on The Squinty Show.